The rain had just stopped when Arav saw his father standing outside the small workshop, staring at the broken wooden sign that still read, Sharma Repairs. The letters were faded, the wood cracked, and the door behind it had not opened for customers in weeks. Arav had grown up hearing the sounds of tools and soft humming from inside that shop, but lately, there had only been silence. His father Ramesh had built the workshop with his own hands when Arav was just a baby. For years, he fixed radios, fans, bicycles and anything people brought to him. It was not a big business, but it was honest, and it paid for Arav's school books and simple meals. But times had changed. People now bought new things instead of repairing old ones, and customers slowly stopped coming. Arav was 16 and had just returned from school when he saw the tired look on his father's face. Ramesh tried to smile, but it did not reach his eyes. Did anyone come today? Arav asked quietly. Ramesh shook his head. Maybe tomorrow, he said, though both of them knew he had said the same thing yesterday and the day before that. That night, Arav lay awake, listening to the rain hit the tin roof. He thought about his father waking up early every day, opening the shop even when no one came, and pretending everything was fine. Arav felt a heavy knot in his chest. He wished he could do something, but he did not know what. The next morning, Arav made a decision. After school, instead of going home, he went to the market where small vendors sold used electronics. He asked them if they had broken items they wanted to throw away. Some laughed, but a few gave him old radios and fans that no longer worked. He carried the pile home, sweating and smiling. When Ramesh saw him, he looked confused. What is all this? Practice, Arav said. Teach me how to fix them. Ramesh hesitated. He had always wanted Arav to study and find a better job, not struggle in the same workshop. But when he saw the determination in his son's eyes, he nodded. That evening they sat together on the workshop floor. Ramesh showed Arav how to open the radio carefully, how to check wires, and how to listen for tiny sounds that told you where the problem was. Arav listened closely, asking questions, trying again when he failed. Days turned into weeks. Arav continued going to the market, bringing broken things home, and fixing them with his father. Slowly his hands became steadier, his mind sharper. Sometimes they succeeded, sometimes they did not, but they kept trying. One afternoon, a woman stopped outside the shop, holding a small fan. Can you fix this? She asked. Ramesh froze for a moment, then smiled and said, Yes, please come in. Arav watched carefully as his father worked, then helped with the final wiring. When the fan started spinning again, the woman's face lit up. She paid them and told her neighbors about the shop. Word began to spread. Not fast, but enough to bring 1 or 2 customers every day. Arav felt proud, but he also saw that his father still looked worried. One night, Ramesh finally spoke. Arav, I don't want you to give up your dreams because of me. I want you to study, to go to college. Arav looked at him and said, I will study, but I also want to help you. This shop is not just work, Papa. It's our story. Ramesh's eyes filled with tears, and he quickly looked away. A few months later, Arav had an idea. He used his school computer to create a simple page online, showing their repair services. He took photos of the workshop and wrote, We fix what others throw away. He showed it to his father, who did not fully understand how the internet worked but trusted his son. Soon people from nearby areas started calling. Some wanted to repair old speakers, others wanted their mixers fixed. The shop that once stood silent now had voices again, laughter, and the sound of tools. But then, one day, Ramesh collapsed inside the workshop. Arav rushed him to the hospital, his heart pounding with fear. The doctor said it was exhaustion and stress. Ramesh needed rest. Arav sat beside his father's bed, holding his hand. For the first time he felt truly scared of losing him. When Ramesh woke up he whispered, I'm sorry I worked too hard. Arav shook his head. No, Papa, now it's my turn to take care of you. For weeks, Arav managed the shop alone after school. It was difficult, and sometimes he felt like giving up. But he remembered how his father never closed the shop even when no customers came. That memory pushed him forward. Slowly Ramesh recovered and returned to the workshop, but he worked fewer hours. He watched proudly as Arav handled customers with confidence and skill. One evening, as they closed the shop, Ramesh said, You taught me something, Arav. Arav smiled. You taught me first. Ramesh